Hey guys, welcome to the other 167 here. I'm Brandon, and we have started the Idol series over here. We've covered a few idols already, and this is the Idol of Affirmation. This is part 2, video 7 under the series. So don't get mixed up with the parts and the number of videos because there are many idols under this series, and there are many videos under the series. So you are worshipping the idol of affirmation. If now just a very quick recap. What is affirmation? Now you know what really affirmation means. Affirmation means the Christian perspective that I can gather for this is the dire need to be accepted in public, the dire need to be loved, the dire need to have strangers admire you, the dire need to feel like you are someone and others aren't as good as you are, the dire need to feel a sense of appreciation when you do something. Maybe you're due for some honor in some area, and maybe it may not come at the right time, and you're so hurt about it. So the idol of affirmation, aka admiration, or aka approval. So you want to be approved by society. You want to be approved in every situation. You want people to approve of your presence. You feel like okay, you are someone, and what happens is we become conceited in these areas. If you're good at something, you have to give God the glory and honor for that. You didn't bring anything into this world, and you certainly won't take anything out of it. These become idols in our lives when we spend too much time on it, and when we take God out, or when we take God outside of the picture. These things become an idol and they weigh us down. So you have to cast it down before it weighs you down. Stop walking like the old man you were and walk as the renewed man you are now, being conformed to the image of Christ. So part 1, we spoke about the dire need to be accepted, the dire need to sort of have everyone approve of you, approve of your presence, approve, to admire you. So you as a child of God are now redeemed. You do have infirmities in your flesh, but you are redeemed. You are new. You are not the person you used to be, because God's Spirit is at work in you. So now it's time that you walk as a new man and not as the old man, not in your former lust. You have to walk now as you are the renewed person that Christ is conforming you to be. And so this is to remind you that you are not what you used to be. So do not walk like how you used to walk. This happens with people, especially also with many people who are good looking, people who look good, who have a good appearance appeal. Sometimes you tend to become conceited, when you are receiving that sort of attention or admiration. You tend to become conceited. You feel like as if somehow you were the reason you look good, or you somehow feel that you are self-made, or you made yourself. Well, you didn't. You are not your own. You were purchased for a price. If you ever look good, or if you're happy with your looks, you give God the glory and the honor, because you didn't make yourself. You didn't design or fashion yourself before you came into this world, and it's certain that you will not take your looks when you leave this world. These idols have to be cast down, because then these things go ahead. They hinder our walk with the Lord. They go ahead of us, and we become puffed up, right? We become conceited. We become prideful. We become proud. We become, we don't have time to love our neighbor. We don't have time to do the will of God. We don't have time to dwell in God's presence. We don't do what we ought to do. So we have to cast down these idols. All idols have to be cast down if they are. Idols are idols, by the way. If you have an idol of a star, if you love a particular film star, just cast it down. Who are they? You have to realize you belong to the King of Kings, right? So stop walking like the person you used to be, and start walking like the new man that God has made you to be. If you are anything, you are because God is at work in your life, not because you did anything for yourself. If you look good, it's a gift from God. If you are good at any talent, It is a gift from God. If you have anything to bring to the table in your office, in your work environment, at school, at college, give God the glory and the honor. In fact, if I can share a little about my past week, I did something that generally it's not part of my job role, and it just went unnoticed, and it happens very often. I was questioning like, how can this be? Like, it puts you, it gives you a sense of unrest. You feel like as if, how are people not acknowledging what I'm doing? And then I was reminded that, what, we are all working for a salary, we are all working for a wage, we are all working for our living. If you look at it from the point of view of what God, if God honors what you do, if God admires you, if God pats you on your back, why do you have to really worry about what people think, or whether they have to really acknowledge or approve of what you have to bring to the table? What God knows and what God sees of you is really what is important. So bring down these idols. These idols are not healthy. They are not good for our Christian walk. They have to be cast down in Jesus' name. They have to be cast down and brought low. I'm going to read a verse in 2 Timothy chapter 3, 1 through 4. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. So now, obviously, I'm not trying to deem you as, the viewer as being one of these people. But actually, we were all these people before we were saved, right? We were these and such for some of you, as Paul says. And so we don't want to be named after these people. We don't want to bear the lifestyle that these people bear. We ought to bear the life. We ought to walk in the Spirit. We ought to, for as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So we ought to walk like the sons of God. Let's not be lovers of selves. Let's not be lovers of pleasures. Let's not, cast these idols down. There should be no one in your life as being number one than God Himself. So we have exceeded time, but I hope this video has helped you, and I'll catch you in the videos to come. God bless your week. Thank you for tuning in the other 167. This is Brandon signing off for you.